has said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Fielded in the end zone. It's Card. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon State's offense will go to work first. Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game when you had to feel a little bit better about life.
Yeah, and it was really a coming-out party, too, for Dylan Gabriel, the transfer coming in from Oklahoma. He threw the ball. He ran the ball. Oregon was up and down the field offensively, and we've seen this game in years past get a bit crazy and wonky at times. Last year, David, no doubt who the better team.
Yeah, especially when Oregon has to go to Corvallis. Typically, you'll see some struggle, but that wasn't it. And it was a beatdown. And you got to imagine they remember this pretty well. They're pretty ticked off about, listen, Oregon gets all the shine, obviously. Oregon State is little brother. They've got something to prove for sure.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's a running room. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's going to take off. Smashes through the tackle. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down.
Rooting for you, bro.
And make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Catch in the middle. It's Card. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers.
The defense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oregon's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Ducks are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets him, and the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football. Get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive.
Touchdown, Oregon! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. to pass. It's Murphy. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in on the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man,
and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Beavers will keep this drive going.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Looking for a man. It's Murphy. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
And the defense comes up big
Bruh.
and they take over. Bunch formation for
Bro,
these
I ain't
receivers.
seen it all, man.
Moore will throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, there's an out.
Man, get the fuck out of here,
He's
guys.
loose. The tap.
This nigga wide open. He don't even attempt to catch the ball.
And
But
once
y'all
he's
let him
out
do
open
this.
space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Card. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Go Ducks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hankerson. Oh, what a cut! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Boom. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He's loose down the middle.
This game's so fucking gay.
Touchdown, Oregon.
This game's so gay, man.
Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback.
Janky.
Jank.
Tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18. on first down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there. We couldn't hook up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to...
The overthrow's gotta be fixed.
The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Walker. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The run to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's third and goal and third and long. Moore to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Durant. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got it in the middle, it's Hankerson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown. But that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important that your defense is honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Keeps looking downfield.
Like, come on.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Ball they dial up on second, and a long way to go. It's in the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Hankerson. Pulled down after after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Quarterback adapting. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to get it in.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
With the run on first and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay them. Sneak gets it done.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big 10 action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Moore will throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, they need to hit that. I know this shit rigged.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers.
And the Beavers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him.
Wow.
There he goes. Oh, he's got some space.
He's
at the touchdown.
I got it right there.
And
You got
once
it
he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You can't.
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. It's a seam wide open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's...
He will walk right across the TV.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Coming out with it, it's Gresham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hold and fire complete. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Moore to the air. Pressure coming. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 35, he's loose. Nifty little scamper on this one. The first down, and he slides.
That was great defense.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, a lot of space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look at the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
I think it ain't that slow.
Come on. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolled. The uniform always looks good. But Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Immediately fires to the middle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in run.
And the Beavers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire.
Ow. Every time, bro. Like, come on, guys. Not fuck open.
That is not where you want to miss.
Open. Why are y'all doing that dumb shit?
Over the middle, a lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make it.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Why the fuck open?
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Fuck out of here.
Looking to throw again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Man, come on,
and
guys.
he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Like, come
And
on,
they
y'all giving
capitalize
this
not
game,
only on the
man.
pick, but the great return to give the
Y'all
offense
giving it to
tremendous
them.
field position. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Whittington.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to sling it on second down. And that's going to
His
fall
ass
to the
in this
ground
blitz
incomplete.
shit.
That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And
Treat
now
me
let's
better
see if
than
the
that.
offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Blasted as he lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker.
Look at that.
Knocked it right
Hey,
through,
come
showing
on,
that big
man.
range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Shoots it to the left. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense
So
has
five
already picked
All-American.
off 3 passes, almost
That's
had the
fuck outta
fourth.
here, bro.
It'll be
Five
second
shit.
down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down, and the ball's on the ground. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
And the ball goes out of bounds, thankfully. On the offense that you didn't turn it over, and now it's decision time. Do we want to punt the football, or do we want to go for it? Analytics, of course, I think says go for it every single time. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at least you didn't turn the football over.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
With the catch, it's Hankerson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss, and he can pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Caught over the middle. It's Bowers. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Nice defensive play to
They
get
make
a
number
hand
5
in
look
there
like
and
a
knock it away.
American.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hankerson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open spaces. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be key too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, and it's 4th down. Obviously, I think this is go time. I mean, you're down by multiple possessions. You need a touchdown. This is a short yardage opportunity. You've got to go get 6 on the board.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Benson. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Pulls it in. It's Walker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Makes the catch, it's Hankerson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive.
Oh, man, y'all full
Go
of
for it
shit.
on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bowers. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
This time on target. Running into the open space. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it. They're working that left side. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. The Beavers have it with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He's going for the goal line. He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. With the clock running, this should be the final play. So as they've done so many times
But
in this
they caught a whole challenge, didn't it?
the Ducks who outlast the Beavers.
That's fucked up. They caught a whole challenge. That's not a timeout.
And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is why the passion of college football